Hello and good morning, it's Freddy, and in this quick tutorial, I hope it's quick, I want to show you how to make a good nice lighting for a Minecraft scene. I will show you two types of lighting, the two important types, outdoor lighting and indoor lighting. For indoor I will use this cinema. I made this setup for my next parody for Minecraft Finest. And let's start with this. If you do indoor lighting, there is one important point you have to keep in mind, and this is fall off. So let's say we are in a cinema. I know this room is not entirely finished, it doesn't have a roof and walls on each side, but just imagine it would have. So we would have some lights on the roof somewhere, like here maybe some more here and here, and yes, so this is not what we call a nice lighting. I'm just checking the settings so I can make fast previews. So this is what it would look now, and that's not good. So what we do for indoor lighting is, as I mentioned before, first of all, go select your lights, go to details, and you see this fall off. Fall off is very important. Use the inverse square modus to get a realistic, physically correct lighting. What you see is that the lights they get this circle around, which means that they don't lighten up everything from here to unlimited distance. They only light up from here to the end of the circle. So we will have to size it up a little bit, and then it should be a lot brighter than before. If you render this now, it's a little bit too bright, but never mind. We can just drag down the intensity until we get something that looks good to us. Then, to enable shadows, I recommend use area lights, because area lights, first of all, they give you the most realistic shadow, and second of all, they are best shadows to control. Third of all, they are working without any bugs or any other things you don't want. I just need to rotate those so the area is looking down. Then I will scale the area a little bit down. Okay, don't scale the area, because I would scale the outline circle as well. So I'm going here, and yes, just change this value. Okay, now we have 6 area lights, and they all have a fall off, inverse square physical accurate fall off, and we now have to enable area shadows, and now we should get a nice lighting. One last point, keep in mind that there are no white lights out there. It's just unnatural, there are no white lights, so change the light slightly to, if you're indoor, it has to be a little bit red, usually like this, and there we go. Let's make a fast test rendering. It will take a little bit longer because we have area shadows, but that's how you get a nice lighting. One tip, if you want to avoid these long render times, and just keep in mind we didn't even turn on ambient occlusion yet, I recommend don't use too much area lights who do cast shadows. In many cases it's enough if you have one light which is casting a shadow and all the other lights are just lights without shadows. So keep that in mind, the more shadows the longer it takes to render. Alright, this is how I make the indoor lighting. So it looks like that, and just to see it a little bit better I will add a character to the scene. Let's quickly go look for a character. I found a Freddy. I don't want to position him nicely, just want to show you the lighting. So here is our scared Freddy, and this is our nice scene. I will now enable my render settings. What I do, render settings, is enable anti-aliasing, best 2x2, and change the filter to PAL and TSC. Then I enable ambient occlusion, drag the black bar up here, change maximum wavelength to 200, increase the samples 64 and 128, and evaluate transparency. Now I do have all my render settings, and I will make a test render and show you what it looks like. But before I render it, it might not be necessary in this scene, but usually there are always places where the shadow is too dark, where it's 100% black. To avoid that, what we could use is global illumination, but I don't recommend using that because it explodes render times. What I do is always indoor and outdoor add one light, check ambient illumination, and this light, what it does is it lights up everything a little bit, just 20 to 30%, and you can give it a color, it doesn't matter really, because it's only 28%, but this will make everything a little bit brighter, especially the shadows don't become 100% black. So I'll do a quick test render and show you. Here is our indoor lighting. We have nice shadows which are not too hard, they are like a little bit soft. You can adjust the edge of the shadow by just increasing the size of the area lights. The bigger the area, the softer the shadow. We have ambient occlusion, which makes everything look more realistic and gives it a nice touch to the lighting. So this is pretty much how I do indoor lighting. And now we are going to look at the outdoor lighting. I will delete all my lights, take my character and position him somewhere, maybe here. So say hello, hi, and let's try to make a good outdoor lighting. We have day. I will make a really quick tutorial on that, so try to catch with me. First we make a light, we make an area light. I always use area lights. Rotate it so the area is looking down like this, then we move it far away. This is our sun. Our sun can be wherever we want it to be. I will position it here and yeah, enable area shadow. Now we have a sun. The sun has I usually give it a color which is slightly yellow, like this, and I increase the intensity of the sun to 150 to 180, something like that. So if we take a look at what we've done now, it wouldn't look so nice because the backside is just black and we don't want it to be entirely black. And this is why I always use this ambient light again. Use a normal light, just check ambient illumination and it will make your backside light up a little bit. I don't need it 100%, just between 20 and 30, maybe like this. Give it the same color like the sun. So, and here we go. Then something nice you might want to use is a environment object. You can enable fog, and yeah, you can make fog, which in this case is a little bit too scary. I want a nice sunny day, so first I change the fog to blue, the same blue like the sky background would be nice. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to change not this environment color, I have to change the fog color, so change it to blue, and then of course drag it down and don't affect the background. We don't want to affect the background, so that might look a little bit weird, but it's okay. So I will put it down to maybe 25%, and now I'm going to add a background. Go create environment sky and use a new material which is blue, like this. A nice blue background for, oh yes, background for the sky. Why can we not see it? Because we enabled the fog. It is not affecting the background, but for some reason it still shows in the editor as it is affecting, it would affect the background. As you see, it is not. So anyways, I will just disable fog in editor, and now I will show you a quick way to add clouds. One really quick way is to simply use a plane, drag it up somewhere like here, then go into face mode, make sure you have enough subdivisions, go into face mode, hit C on your keyboard or click on this icon, and now you can try to shape nice clouds. Use the live selection tool and just select some clouds. Click shift to select another cloud, select another cloud, select another cloud, select one more cloud, then hit on, oh, why is it right click, no, no, oh yeah, go to select and invert selection, and now delete all those faces. Now we have some clouds. Okay, and to give this cloud a little bit more volume, select the face mode again and use the command right click, extrude, or just MT on your keyboard, MT, and then extrude extrude it up a little bit so we have a nice 3D cloud. Use a white material to make it white, and we don't want these holes down there, so what we can do to fix this is right click, wait a second, oh yeah, select your plane, right click and look for the close polygon hole, and then you can simply go and close your polygon holes. I didn't close that one. Yes, so now we close them, and we don't want our clouds to cast a shadow, which is why I use the render compositing tag cast shadows. No. Now we have clouds, we have blue sky, we have a ambient light, we have a sun, we have pretty much everything we need. One last nice thing you might use if you want is volumetric light. Create a light source and say visible volumetric, then make sure it is not showing and not doing any lighting. You can check no illumination, and now this light is not, well, it is not really a light, but you see this white circle, you will see this white circle as a volumetric ball or light, whatever. So I can add this ball in the background. I can, I don't know, place it somewhere here, give it a nice color like a blue color, and then I have to go to visibility, brightness, don't want it 100%, maybe 30%, 29. This should be a nice setup for lighting. I will try render this and show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. We have quite hard lighting, hard shadows. We have this little blue point area, if you can see it, which is our volumetric light. We don't have shadows from our clouds. We don't see them because they are too much up. Yeah, we don't have entirely black areas because it is a little bit lightened because of our ambient light. We could increase the ambient light to make the shadows not that strong. Where is our ambient light? This is our ambient light. We could increase that to make it look a little bit less black in the shadows. We also could make the shadow a bit more softer by increasing the radius of our sun. And if we want to attract attention to our character, I can show you a nice Cinema 4D feature. Just use a random light. Don't change much at this light, and right now it does light up everything. If you just want to attract attention to your character, you can use the project settings, say include, and put your character in here. Now this light source is only lighting up our character. This will make him stick out of the picture a little bit more, and it's a really useful feature. I use it quite often, so keep that in mind. project include to just light up certain objects. This was a really quick and short lighting tutorial. I hope you did learn something. And yes. Oh, what the fuck. So, clouds, here we go. For example, if we want to make our clouds a little bit more white, we can use another light, make it an ambient light, and say only affect our clouds. Put in the clouds, say include, and now this light is only affecting our clouds. Make it to 80% maybe, because the clouds really should be white, and then it will look even nicer. Okay, one last edit. I found out the clouds are still too dark, and this is because our environment, we should not put down the percentage of the strange, because this makes everything dark and ugly. We should leave it at 100% and put the distance to far away instead. You see, this is what it looks like standard, and if we put it now away, just add another 0 and put it away, it will look much better. See the difference? No environment, environment, no environment, environment. It definitely does look better if you use environment, because if you look outside, there is always air between you and what you're looking at, and there should be something between you and objects in distance, and this is what environment object can do. So try use these settings and it should look like this. Looks like a pretty nice lighting to me. Of course you can change everything, make it look better or make it look bad. I would check effect background in that case, but never mind. That was my tutorial so far. Hope you liked it and leave a comment. Bye.